We've got Jose Benavidez Jr. from Phoenix, Arizona, taking on a young man from Memphis, Dedrick Bell. Here's Taylor Tate.
All right, and did you see Benavidez still just a baby in there? He actually turned pro when he was still 17 years old. There's a story on that we'll tell you about, but he has an 8-year age difference there. And Benavidez, as usual, will be the taller man in the ring, although that doesn't necessarily tonight translate into a reach advantage for him as well.
And we'll be fighting under the Arizona state rules, slightly different from what we've been used to out here and on the road many times. We'll get to the rules in just a minute. Let's get ready to walk in the fighters into the arena right here on the banks of the Colorado River. They call it the Blue Water, and it certainly is down in this part of the river. I would imagine that it would be Dedrick Bell. There he is, coming in first, as he took this fight on a bit of short notice also.
Yeah, he found out about this about 3 weeks ago. He found out that he might be fighting in this fight, so he was training hard, but he actually got the definitive word just a few nights ago that he was in this fight with Benavidez here this evening. But he is in good shape, he says, and we'll see what he has to offer. He's really only even started watching boxing a few years ago, so he got a late start in the sport.
27 years old, yep, and he's been turned pro just 2 years ago, 2009. He had basically, they said, 4 months of training before he ever went professional. Now he's got a record that's nothing to speak of, 6-9. But his people say that's because he has to go on the road and fight whoever get, a la fighting Benavidez on the road tonight, when he's probably not in any type of class at all with this young man. But here he is, and glad to be here. There he is. He's hard to believe when you talk to him. He's just 19 years old. And Rich, you could talk about the story of, we've been around the Nevada State Athletic Commission most of our professional lives, and they gave this guy an exemption. That tells you something.
Yeah, and that's what happened. I mean, he was too young to turn professional. He was still an amateur, but he had an outstanding amateur record. I mean, really a lot of fights, a lot of wins. A Golden Gloves champion when he was only 16.
Youngest ever.
So they petitioned the Nevada State Athletic Commission, and the commission looked at him and his style and how much he knew in the ring, saw his record, and they granted him that dispensation to turn pro. So he turned pro actually on our very first Top Rank live show a little over a year and a half ago. And they fought well, and he certainly has not lost since. He's been tested once where he was really taking the distance and was involved in a tough fight against a kid named Fernando Rodriguez, but he survived that night, got the win that night, and he brings an undefeated record into the ring here this evening.
Well, he blamed it on himself because he said he did not train properly, and he learned, because you can't do that when you're in here with the big boys. Right now, let's get this started and head it up to Lupe Contreras.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue with our next bout of the evening, scheduled for 6 rounds in the super lightweight division. Damas y caballeros, a continuación el siguiente duelo de esta noche, pactado a 6 vueltas en la categoría peso super ligero. Los jueces son, the judges are Chris Flores, Gonzalo Valenzuela, and Derek Sazueta. The third man in the ring, referee Nico Perez. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He steps in wearing blue, trimmed in silver, presentando la esquina azul, vestido de azul con vivos plateados. Detuvo la báscula a un peso oficial de 139 libras y media. He tipped the scales at an official 139.5 pounds. Con un récord profesional de 5 victorias, 9 derrotas y 4 de sus victorias por la vía del knockout as a professional. He enters the ring with 5 victories against 9 defeats, with 4 of his victories coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Memphis, Tennessee, Dedrick Bell. His opponent across the ring in the red corner, su rival en la esquina roja, vestido de negro con vivos dorados. He steps in wearing black, trimmed in gold. He weighed in officially at 141 pounds, su peso oficial 141 libras. Invicto en 12 combates profesionales, con 11 de sus victorias por la vía del knockout. He enters the ring undefeated in 12 professional bouts, with 11 of those victories coming by way of knockout. One of the top prospects in professional boxing today, fighting out of Phoenix, Arizona, Jose Benavidez Jr.
I already gave you instruction. I'm expecting a pin fight. Protect yourself head all the time.
Nico Perez is your referee tonight. Always exciting when we see a young prospect like Jose Benavidez Jr. coming in here. And he's had some good sparring partners coming in. Our feature fighter tonight, Mercito Hesta's been in there with him. Sugar Shane Mosley, Paul Malignaggi. He's at least getting the competition in the gym. He's not necessarily getting on the lineups that he's getting, but we'll see how he does tonight. He is he's nothing but dynamite once he gets going. There's no doubt about it.
Now, you'll notice a certain relationship to another tall, skinny prospect that's come up to the top ranks, and that would be Mikey Garcia. In other words, he's tall, he's lanky, he's very patient in the ring, and then when he explodes, he's got knockout power, the same as Mikey does.
Dedrick Bell coming with a lead right hand that Jose's able just to step away very nimbly from.
Bell a little bit unorthodox. He says he always starts out boxing, sees what his opponent has, and then sometimes gets into punch-outs. But it's a tough situation. If you don't have backing, you don't have any amateur career, there's no reason for any promoter to take a chance on you, for example. You have to kind of go out and do the things that he's doing. Basically go on the road, fight guys in their backyard. In the case of Benavidez, it's not exactly in his backyard, but he's from...
Right hand, right on the chin. That was fast.
It was very quick, and that's what he has, and Bell is wobbly as he gets up. His legs are not right.
He's not right, you could tell. Referee looking in, Nico Perez. I mean, bang. That's just speed.
He's watching him close. It's going to be tough now for Bell to finish out this round. Benavidez has proven to be a very good finisher.
He's going with the body shot right there. Come over the top right hand. And that's going to do it. That's it.
A one-round knockout for Jose Benavidez, whose speed and power was simply too much for the likes of Dedrick Bell here this evening. And Bell, who's been fighting some pretty good prospects on the road and has done a lot better against them than he did here tonight against the Benavidez.
Didn't take long for Jose to figure him out, did it, Rich? I mean, he saw a shot, and that's what the great ones do. He saw the opening, the right hand came. Basically, the first knockout was it. We knew that he wasn't going to last.
There you see Jose, good kid. Great future in front of him. Miguel Diaz working with him. Although his dad is basically his chief trainer. We'll take a look. Benavidez setting things up with the jab. Bell trying to give him some different looks and angles, but he could not get away from that straight right hand, that rapier-like right hand. And when you see Bell get up, you'll see that his legs are not right. Look how stiff-legged he is. And so, as we mentioned, Benavidez is a terrific finisher when he gets the opportunity. Sweeps that right hand to the body, and finally the overhand right, and that was it for Dedrick Bell.
That's just the power and the speed is just something to be reckoned with. I mean, here's a guy, youngest ever. There's the finish right there, and you knew that the referee had to stop it there. But youngest ever to win a Gold Glove at 16. I mean, that started right there. Then he gets the exemption, and now you know why the Nevada Athletic Commission did the right thing.
That's to his right, to his left, by the way, to our right as you look at the screen. That's his dad, believe it or not, who looks like he's about a year older than Jose.
Let's go to Lupe now for the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes to an end with an official time of 1 minute 29 seconds of the opening round. Damas y caballeros, este combate concluye con un tiempo oficial de 1 minuto 29 segundos del asalto inicial. El vencedor por knockout, your winner by way of knockout, still undefeated, Jose Benavidez Jr.
About this 19-year-old Jose Benavidez, it's just wicked good, and I don't care who you're against. He's against Dedrick Bell right here coming in. To recap what you just saw, 6-9 record, took the fight on short notice, but felt like he was in fine enough shape to handle this package of dynamite, Rich. But what more can we say? This kid has long been touted as one of the next great things, and all he has to do is work hard and live up to it.
Yeah, as you take a look, you've seen the fight already. We can tell you a little more about Jose after that tremendous amateur career. You see that right hand. That's just so fast. He was working with Freddie Roach as his chief trainer in Southern California at the Wild Card Gym. There you see the finish coming, the right hand of the body. Now here's the finish of the fight. And down goes Bell, and just another knockout victim on the Benavidez Ledger.